It's a gathering of leaders in Nigeria's civic space for a public lecture and book presentation on inclusive governance and development in Nigeria. Inclusive governance in Nigeria aims to ensure meaningful participation and policy influence for all citizens, including women, youth, and people with disabilities, but faces significant challenges due to underrepresentation and weak implementation of policies like the National Gender Policy. The challenges of inclusive governance in Nigeria include underrepresentation of women, youth exclusion, limited disability representation, weak policy implementation, skewed party practices, among others.
In Nigeria, inclusive governance faces precarious conditions marked by limited participation of marginalized groups, particularly women, youths, and people with disabilities, in economic, social, and mainly political processes. Nigeria's political landscape is often described as patriarchal, with deeply ingrained biases against women's leadership abilities.
As our country grapples with the complex socio-political and economic challenges, this year's focus on ideology and the quest for inclusive governance in Nigeria brings to the fore the critical role that shared values and principles play in shaping an equitable society.
The book, Inclusive Governance and Development in Nigeria, is then unveiled. The book outlines steps that can be taken to deepen inclusivity in Nigeria's political space.
There are a lot of things we can do to promote inclusive governance. The first and probably the most important is to have free, fair, credible, and violence-free elections. If we have free, fair, credible, and violence-free elections, more women will participate.
President Buhari's passing of the Not Too Young to Run bill is revolutionary. The same President Muhammadu Buhari signed the Disability Act that makes it compulsory, for people living with disabilities to assert their rights, not as a token, but as a matter of right. So we are making progress, but there is a lot more work to do. Like I said, it is not a 100 meters dash; it is a marathon.
The conversation here is coming at a time when the National Assembly is considering a bill for special seats, which is expected to improve inclusive governance and political representation. The consensus here is that more needs to be done to improve inclusive governance.